Happy Monday. So I'm going to continue on my conversation about the ebook I just put out recently called Spiral Up, How Do I Build Belonging? And you can get that at the spiralofaccountability.com website. It's a free download. Anyway, I've been sharing kind of concepts I've been using in that book and expanding upon them also. And so I'm going to do the same today. And so today when I talked about considering, spiral up and considering and taking responsibility, there's two sections in there labeled the same way about looking inward to consider and looking inward to take responsibility. And when I talk about looking inward, I talk about looking at what are our values, what is important to us, and what does that mean, and how does that look in our behavior, right? And so taking a look inward to what's important. And something occurred to me, some clarity came around this to me in my shanty this morning, which is my group meditation I do on Mondays, which, by the way, is one of the best ways to start Monday. And what popped into my head and kind of processed through a little bit was this whole idea of when we do that, we may change, right? I may look inward and notice that I have allowed myself to be led astray from my values, or that I've done some things that really don't fit my values, or that my values have expanded and the importance of that has expanded. And my need to behave differently, to operate differently, to go down another path has changed. And what I want us to understand is that that is not only is that okay, it's a really good idea. And this isn't easy things to realize about ourselves. And so let me share an example. So one of the stories I tell a lot in my sessions about my worst spiral down experience, where I was about as destructive as you can get to an organization and to a leader and to my team. And this is a time that I am not happy with my behavior, not happy. I am woefully disappointed and quite ashamed. And that is not who I really was back then, but it was how I behaved. And what I learned was that I could behave differently and I could operate differently and I could express my values in a much more productive way. And I could change. So two things about this I want you to pay attention to. This is my charge for you. Is one, look inward and know it's okay to change, to find another path forward. The other piece is to let others do the same. That I wanted permission to be able to make a change in my behavior, and I want to be able to be in a place that, one, I don't feel shame for that, and I don't. I feel guilty, and I know what I had done, and I have faced consequences because of it. At the same time, I was given permission to change by the people around me. And that is freeing. So my charge for you this week is not only to look inward to yourself, and when you look at events from last week, when you look at the rampant racism in our institutions and in our systems, in our environment, and those things that might exist inside of you that you're just learning to change, that take that permission and go do that, but give others that permission to allow for people to make the changes and hold them accountable to the new behaviors. I hope this made sense. It just kind of rambled off my tongue here. Have a fantastic week. Go be good to each other, be good to yourself, be good to America, and peace.